What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video on Dragalia Lost. We're going to be going over the upcoming raid. It's called Loyalty's Requiem. You can see it in the top left corner. The symbol or the in-game notice just came out today on October 2nd, and the raid itself will be coming out on October 4th. Now, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. For whoever did watch that first summon video, it means a lot because it was a very good way to gauge if people would be interested in Dragalia Lost content at all. Since my channel is primarily Naruto Blazing, I was very worried that if I made something different, for example like Dragalia Lost, that it just wouldn't work on my channel. But the fact that so many people managed to watch that video, it's just nice to know that, you know, I don't want to say like reliably make Dragalia Lost content, is that I know that if I make Dragalia Lost content, someone will watch it, which it feels great to me. So thank you to those who watched it, and I'll be continuing making Dragalia Lost videos. I asked around on the Dragalia Lost Reddit Discord, or subreddit Discord, just for opinions on what type of content are people interested in seeing. A lot of people said beginner's guides when it comes to, you know, just how to get around, efficient ways to do things, level up, what should they be doing at certain points in the game. The other stuff is team building and unit analysis. I'll do the occasional summon video as well, so that's just mixed in there. But those are the things that you can expect from me on, or video-wise, coming on this channel. If that's something that interests you, be sure to like the video, and of course, subscribe for more content. So you'll see the occasional Naruto Blazing video, and it'll go back and forth. But, you know, just know that I plan on doing Dragalia Lost content pretty actively on this channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's get straight into the video now. This video, like I said, is going to be based on the upcoming raid that comes out in 2 days. It's going to be called Loyalty's Requiem, and if you go over to the second slide of this, you'll see that it says team up to take on a powerful boss with up to 16 adventurers at once. Now the thing is, it's not 16 individual players playing, right? It is 4 players with a full team. Normally when you go into co-op, you only bring 1 unit, so there's only 4 of you, right? But in here, you'll be bringing your entire team to play. Now, the thing is that I don't know, and we don't really have a good idea of it yet, is that most likely, like 70% chance, you will not be able to play with all. It's not going to be like a story mode mission where all 4 of your units are running around. It's going to be 1 unit at a time. I don't know if you'll be able to swap freely between them. I'd assume so. But you'll have 4 units, 1 dies, you know, you switch out, things like that. So just keep that in mind, right? Now, the last thing is, by beating the raid, you'll be getting a 5-star exclusive dragon. Now, we don't know the exact conditions surrounding how to get this dragon. You know, if you have to beat on a certain difficulty, if you have to beat a certain amount of times, is it a drop, or is it guaranteed? But it's going to be nice to have this dragon because, you know, right now there's no 5-star dragons that you can get in the game. Actually, yes, there are, but it's not as easy. It's more geared towards endgame content, I should say. But yes, there are 5-star dragons you can get, but right now the 4-star farmable dragons are good enough, but the 5-star ones are always going to be better. And now the thing is, this game is definitely playable, and you know, you can keep up very easily being free to play. Now, being free to play, by free to play meaning you don't need to summon at all, right? You can just make a reroll, get yourself a nice 5-star unit and a dragon, and you can go crazy. But you can actually do a lot without summoning. And one thing I was going to show is that let's go to teams. This is the team that I will be bringing for the raid. As you can see here, I'm 8,000 might. My first unit is going to be Ellie, or Elisane. She is my strongest and pretty much only water unit. I didn't pull Xander or Xanfried. I think that's his name. But I do have Poseidon, right? So I managed to summon, when I did my reroll, I got Ezolith and I got Poseidon. But I was, you know, ideally you want to get matching units, but it is what it is. So I have Elisane, who's using my Poseidon, and then Ezolith is just using the 4-star summonable dragon. Now, when I beat the raid, hopefully, or whatever difficulty I do beat it on, I'll be upgrading my fire dragon right here, and so forth. So this is the team that I'm bringing. Now, the main focus of this video is going to be to tell you what to upgrade, what to focus on, what are the priorities when it comes to preparing for this raid. The first thing is definitely your water unit, right? So I need to put more crystals into her. I want to get her to 60. That is the goal. Before the raid starts, I want to get her to 60. 70 is the max level for a 4-star unit unless you promote them. But 60 is good enough for me. And the thing is, you do not want to neglect your other units. You're not going to be, like I said, you're not going to be bringing just one unit. You're going to be bringing a full squad of units. So, you know, the better your team is overall, the better chance you're going to have to do anything. Because you don't need, like, water unit is going to be definitely the best around. But if you're in the same situation as me, where you have a 4-star water unit, but you have a jacked 5-star fire unit, you're going to be doing fine with Ezreal or whoever else you have as well, right? So it's not like the water unit is the sole focus of it. Now, the thing is, some people will also own Xander or Zanfried, and those people are in a much better position for this raid in particular. So if you own Xander or Zanfried, you still want to be leveling up Elisane, who is the free-to-play unit that you get by playing story mode. The reason being is that if you can bring 2 water units and then, you know, bring 2 other units, you're just type-wise, you're in a very good spot, or elemental-wise. You take reduced damage, right? You resist a lot of the damage, and then you do increased damage. So the longer, you know, the longer you live, the more damage you're doing, and that's good, right? So live. Now, at first, a lot of people just thought damage, that means everything, and, you know, clearly you can just dodge everything. But as people progress throughout the story, they realize that, nope, you can't really just bring a whole boatload of damage. It doesn't really work that way, because there are undodgeable mechanics. There are things that'll hit you, like you'll get unlucky, you'll get hit, and you'll take 8 billion damage. And because of that, bringing a healer is also, you know, just a good thing to do. And now, Cleo is the free-to-play healer that you get by playing the game. The other healer that if you summon for and you got lucky enough would be the light version. Right, there's 2 light units. One is Julieta, the other one I do not know her name. Just an H, I think. Either way, she is a healer. So if you do own her, I would bring her as well. I wouldn't bring both Cleo and her. You just need to bring one. So as long as if you're healing your team, right, and even if you're not doing the main damage source, that is also a perfectly, you know, reasonable thing to be doing in the raid. The last thing is that you want to be getting up. You want to level up the dragons. You want to level up. Now the thing is, let me actually go over the dragons themselves in more detail. I own Poseidon, right? But here is the farmable free-to-play dragon Mercury. If you go over Dragon Trials, and I'm not sure, I'll just go for the sake of people who don't know this. You go to Dragon Trials, and, you know, you farm up your Dragon Trials, you do whatever. You can get these spheres. With these spheres, you go over to the shop, go down to Treasure Trade, go down to Dragon Trials, and you can exchange your spheres for, you know, units essentially for dragons. Now, I already bought out all of the Brunhilde ones, which I'm going to be using as an example in a second. Okay, going back. So I bought out the Brunhilde ones, and the one thing I want to show you is that she is, I think it's she? I don't know. Either way, I can actually take a look. Yeah, she. Okay. I don't know why I care. This is Brunhilde's ability. 20% strength flame. You know, when you're tuned with when you pair her up with the flame unit or fire unit, you will gain 20% strength. Now, this is the unbinded version of the dragon. If you guys don't know what that means, is that when you feed 4 copies into, not feed, sorry, if you unbind all 4 copies of the dragon, they will gain, their abilities become better, right? You can see that I have this move at level 2, and this was originally at plus 15, so it went up to plus 20. Now, for example, here is the summonable, one of the 2 summonable fire dragons that are 4 stars as well. And this is no, like, unbinding whatsoever. You can see that the ability is plus 30%. So the summonable units will always have just higher stats no matter what, right? You'll either have, I don't know what everyone else's is, but I'm pretty sure it's either plus 30% HP, plus 30% attack, or plus 20 of each. So the plus 20 of each is a hybrid, but it gives you overall 40% boost. That one is a very good one. I believe that is what Poseidon has. Yes. Now, I don't know if the other ones give plus 40% strength and plus 40% HP, but either way, you get the point, right? The summonable ones are better than the free-to-play ones. So if you do own the summonable ones, make sure to use those over them. So here's Mercury. Here is whatever your name is. Oh yeah, you can see right here. This is 15% HP and strength. And Mercury is 15% HP. So there's a big difference, right? That's just something that's like the main thing. If you have a 4-star summonable unit, put them on, match your elements, and freeze that dragon all the way. Worm prints are relatively important. They're not too crazy. Like you want, if you have your 5-star ones, use those just for raw stats purposes. But there are definitely some good ones you can toss around. This one is healing potency and defense up. This one's flurry damage or flurry strength, resistance, and so on. Other ones just give you damage. Some give you double buff, whatever. So I would just go through whatever you have. Find something that you think will fit onto your unit. If you don't find anything that's good, just go with your highest rarity one and just slap it on the unit so that it can get those at least raw stats, even if the ability isn't anything that important. Now the last thing is the weapon. So weapon wise, currently I'm rocking the 4-star versions of all the weapons. This is just the basic stage. I haven't gotten to level 5 smith yet, or blacksmith. So these are all just currently level 4. Now the thing is, bringing 3-star weapons that are elemental weapons are perfectly fine as well. Right now I'm at a disadvantage in the fact that, I'll give you an example here, right? This is my 3-star elemental weapon that is not unbinded at all. You can see that I lose 40 might. My stats barely changed, but the one thing that does change is the fact that I lose my extra ability. Once you get to the second stage of weapon and the elemental stage, you gain an extra ability on that weapon as well. So it's just one less source of damage. This is something that I have to test out, but like I said, if you have either 4-star weapons or a 3-star elemental weapon, those are good things to bring. And the last thing is, well, two things. One, if you're not sure what to use your stamina on, you can very easily just grind Avenue to Power and get all your units up. My goal is to get almost all my units up to level 60 before the raid in 2 days. I don't know if that's going to be, it's definitely not going to be enough if you're going for the higher raids, right? Like the highest difficulty I'm going to assume is going to be 9 or 10,000 might, and I'm not even at 9,000. So that's just me taking a guess. So I'm going to be doing Avenue to Power, and Avenue to Power is a very easy mission that you can just auto. Not everything in this game can be autoed very easily, but this mission can. So you can auto this if you're bored, doing whatever, listening to music, doing homework. So you can auto this mission, go crazy, farm up, and get all your units up to level 60 relatively easily. Now, besides that, the actual last thing I wanted to say is make sure when it comes to the water day, today is fire day, I believe water is tomorrow. I could be wrong, or tomorrow might be wind. Either way, whenever it's water day, farm like crazy. Because you're going to be getting an extra unit, you're going to be getting an extra water unit that's going to be your friend. Now, if you get the friendship up all the way, you'll be able to unlock that unit permanently and keep her and all of her stats that you put on her. Now, the thing is, when you get her, if you farmed up all your materials and you have extras lying over, you can very easily put her on your team, and she'll be another unit that you have to take on to the raid with you. That's really it when it comes down to things that I just wanted to, how to prepare, information you should know type of stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It might have been boring because I apologize if I'm boring, but hopefully the sum this was an informational video where I was able to give you some sort of insight. Even if one thing helped, that's all that matters to me. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment down below what you want to see on future videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.